Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It's Saturday morning. We are getting close to the new year next week. So I hope you all had a great Christmas time, holiday break, if you don't celebrate Christmas, and you're ready for 2019 with the new resolve, and hopefully the new resolve will involve your health. Right, I'm doing the live today because it has come to that time of the month where I offer my services for free to someone who needs them. Right, first of all, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. If you don't know me, my name is Steph, obviously. I'm a personal trainer, level 4 specialist in obesity and diabetes, as well as nutrition therapist, which means basically I use food to help people fix their health rather than pills, as the doctors tend to do. But more than that, so I've got a passion about helping people with diabetes, whether it's type 1, type 2, but I've also got passion for helping people with underactive thyroid and autoimmune. And the reason why I got a particular passion about that is because I've got 20 years of personal experience fighting with underactive thyroid and autoimmune myself. To give you a little bit of background, I have about 20, or just over 20 years ago, I had a lump on my thyroid. In those days, it was just like cut it out and have it done with kind of attitude from the NHS. It was removed, unfortunately removed, also 80% of my thyroid alongside the lump. And of course, I was put on medication, which is what happens, you know, what they do once they remove your thyroid, because you cannot live without thyroid. We got 2 thyroid glands, so you need both of them working optimally for your body to work properly. Once one bit removed or partial removal of one thyroid, you need to have medication to help manage your thyroid hormones, otherwise your health starts deteriorating quite quickly. So there are vital organs needed for our body to survive. Without the thyroid and the hormones that it creates, you do not live. It's as simple as that. So it's very important. So I had the thyroid removed 20 years ago, put on medication, felt like crap, and medication was increased over a period of 20 years. I went from 100 micrograms of levothyroxine, that's what they prescribe in the UK, and over reached 225 micrograms, 20 years later, still feeling like crap. And all the time the doctor was telling me, well, your blood tests are now showing fine. I was struggling to get out of bed, exhausted all the time, feeling cold all the time. Hi, Caroline. And I couldn't function properly, brain fog, couldn't concentrate, awful. Of course, weight gain and then difficulty losing weight on top of that. But it's really the way I was feeling. It was more than fatigue. It was literally somebody turns off the power, that's what it feels like. So I kept on going to the doctor. They kept on telling me there's nothing wrong with your blood test, because of course what they test is TSH and T4, which is basically, T4 is what the medication they give you, levothyroxine. So of course those levels are going to show fine because I was taking medication. The problem is that I wasn't converting it. So T4 is not good for the body. It needs T3, which is the active form of thyroid. It needs to convert T4 to T3 for your body to be able to utilize the thyroid hormone. So that wasn't happening. Or I should say that was happening not at the rate it should be happening. As a result, I was getting all the underactive thyroid symptoms while my blood tests were saying they were fine. So I was basically told that, it's all in your head, get over it and live with it, basically. So after many years of struggling, I just got fed up and I said, this is ridiculous. I can't be the only one feeling this way, and I'm not prepared to live the rest of my life like that, because it's just not, it's half the quality of life I should be having. So I started doing a lot of research, and that's when I learned about the ability to do your own blood test. You don't have to go to the doctor for blood tests. I found a very good reputable company to do private blood tests. I've been using them for years. I started researching what I need to test for. I found out about T3. I found out about autoimmune thyroid, Hashimoto. So to cut the long story short, I did a huge amount of testing privately, and I found out not only that my conversion T4 to T3 was very poor, but also found out I was suffering from Hashimoto, which is the autoimmune version of underactive thyroid. So my immune system was basically attacking my thyroid. Thought my thyroid was a you know, a virus or a bad organism, and it was defending itself by attacking my thyroid. Every time the immune system attacked my thyroid, a little bit of thyroid was destructed. And over the years, when we eventually, I eventually convinced my GP to do a thyroid scan to see what the situation was with my thyroid, we found out that on my right side, I had still 20% of thyroid left after the operation 20 years prior. But on the left side, there was no left thyroid left at all, you know. And you know, the doctor said, well, they must have removed it. And they said, no, they didn't remove it by mistake. I initially thought, you know, they made it remove it by mistake, until I found out about Hashimoto and what Hashimoto does, basically, what Hashimoto is. And of course, GPs are not educated enough on this matter to understand Hashimoto actually destroys your thyroid, and therefore over a period of time, long period of time, you keep on doing the things that activate your immune system response, then eventually your thyroid and then all the organs as well will be attacked, and you will end up with serious problems. So that's why my medication had to be increased, you know, over 20 years from 100 micrograms to 225 micrograms. So all of a sudden I understood exactly what was going on. Of course, there was no support whatsoever under NHS, even endocrinologists under NHS, to understand what you do with an autoimmune disorder. All I was told is, well, you've got it, just live with it. Again, that is wrong. That's not the case. There is a very defined autoimmune protocol that tells you the foods you must avoid if you got autoimmune, because it's not just about one autoimmune. Now, I've got celiac disease, which is again type of autoimmune, where my immune system is attacking my gut, my small intestines, causing damage, which means I can't absorb foods properly, damages some parts of the small intestine where the food absorption happens, nutrients absorption, vitamins, minerals, and those get damaged, get truncated literally by immune system. That means you get malabsorption, and then over a period of time can even become cancerous. So once you have an autoimmune reaction to one thing, your body eventually will start attacking other organs. Yeah, and that's why it's very common for somebody who's got one autoimmune disorder to develop further autoimmune disorders. And there's loads of them. You know, type 1 diabetes is a type of autoimmune disorder. Yeah, so where your body is attacking the cells in your pancreas that produce insulin. So once you haven't got any more of those cells, you can't produce insulin, you become type 1 diabetic. Yeah. So it's totally different from type 2 diabetes, yeah. But also you've got lupus, you know, you've got fibromyalgia, most of these things, rheumatoid arthritis, you know, lots of these autoimmune disorders are really painful. I mean, if you have rheumatoid arthritis, your joints are your constant pain, you grow extra, there's deformation of your bones in the joints, because that's where your immune system is attacking the joints. But even lupus with fibromyalgia, you know, we got flare-ups of those, you are, you know, crippled when that happens, you know. But it's loads and loads of different types of autoimmune. Alopecia is a type of autoimmune when the immune system attacks the hair follicles, and then you end up with, you know, blocks of hair, you know, missing, you know, bald spots in your head. Psoriasis, you know, immune system attacks the skin, you know. So there's loads and loads of autoimmune disorders. So once you've got one, the body is your immune system eventually starts attacking all the organs. Yeah. You know, the autoimmune, you know, will kill you. Yeah, so let's be clear. So if your thyroid gets completely destroyed by your immune system, you die. You know, if your pancreatic cells that produce insulin get destroyed by your immune system, then you can't produce insulin, you die. Yeah, so that's why you take medication. But there's even a better way. Yeah, autoimmune disorders, all of them, your MS is another one, all of them can be controlled and managed through food. Yeah, avoiding the trigger foods. Yeah, and also lifestyle changes, lifestyle management, you know, stress, sleep and things like that. You do not have to wait until you ended up on medication, until the damage is so severe that you just haven't got that organ or the part of the organ working anymore, and you are stuck on medication for the rest of your life. Yeah, you can't change it before that. And that's why, you know, I'm doing this program, you know, once a month, where I help people who've got either diabetes, type 1 or type 2, they got underactive thyroid, or any type of autoimmune. So if you got underactive thyroid, doesn't mean you've got autoimmune. Yeah, it's not necessarily. Some people go underactive thyroid because the adrenals are a little bit stressed out, and it starts affecting eventually your thyroid, but they haven't actually got an autoimmune response in the background. If that's you, and you're struggling, your doctor told you you're a bit underactive thyroid, but you know, they're gonna wait and see how things go, or they're thinking to put you medication, but you actually haven't got any damage. Yeah, I can still help you. Yeah, because again, this can trigger foods you can avoid, but also foods you can take to help your thyroid. Yeah, and for diabetics, you don't have to be diagnosed diabetic. Yeah. To be able to be part of this free help for one person a month. Pre-diabetic, if you've been told by the doctor you are pre-diabetic, yeah, you can get help from me as well. Yeah, so it's the whole idea is prevention. So if unfortunately, you know, you are at a stage like me where you have developed underactive thyroid or autoimmune, and you need help, that's, you know, I can help you. You can actually put the whole, even diabetes type 2, in complete remission. Yeah, through, you know, the right nutrition, the right lifestyle changes. Yeah, if you have been told that, you know, doctors considering putting your medication, then it's even better, because you haven't developed the disease, and you can actually avoid developing it completely. Yeah, so this is why I'm so passionate about it. I myself suffer from autoimmune. I know what it feels like. You know, when you're being told all the time is in your head, when in fact it's not. You can't get out of bed, you can't function properly, and the quality of life is severely reduced. Yeah, and I specialize, as I said, in diabetes as well, type 1, 2, and I've got nutritional therapy qualification. So I want to do, I'm aware that not everybody can afford to have a personal trainer and nutrition therapist to help them, you know, to find out what works, what doesn't work, and how to make the changes. That's why I'm doing this campaign, you know. So for me is all about you know, help empowering people to transform their health. Yeah, everything I do, whether it is a post on my Facebook, whether it's live, is all about trying to bring information to people. You know, information that's not always available, and because we all know what the culture is. You know, you got a problem, take the pill. Yeah. And also sometimes information that's not available because people don't know where to look for it, or there is, like, online you can find so many different versions of one thing and you don't know what it is. Now, I only research things on PubMed, yeah, which is the only published studies with at least 3 peer reviews, Hyan, so that we know that all the studies published there are actually you know, 100%. So the proper studies, they're not Joe Blog deciding that they're going to give advice without having any qualifications to do so, and just coming up with, you know, what they call bro science. Yeah, it's actual true science studies published and reviewed by peers. So I use that. It can be tedious, and it can be boring, and it can be confusing. There's a lot of jargon, but that's what I do. You know, I aim at bringing the information out to everyone, to try to help people improve their health, because we have reached the point where we are eating so badly that the current generations, you know, the one being born today, the young kids of today, will not survive past the age of 50. Yeah, they're going to be so riddled with disease. It's not just about longevity. You know, we all want to live long, but it's not just about longevity. It's about health span. You know, in what shape are you going to get to age 50? What shape are you going to get to age 70, 80, 90? Yeah, are you going to be a vegetable? You know, completely relying on somebody else to help you? Is that how you want to live? Or would you rather be able to still move around, have a brain that works, yeah? So is it not riddled by Alzheimer, dementia, which again is caused by lifestyle, but mainly by diet, poor diet? Do you want to be able to enjoy life, whether your lifespan, it lasts, until the age of 70, 80, 90, or 100, makes no difference. What is more important is longevity or health span. Yeah, so what quality of life are you going to have? And most importantly, for me, it's very important to send the information out, because it's not just about us, it's about the new generations. What the parents teach the children is what is going to happen in the future, what kind of life future generation going to have, and at the end of the day, how long we're going to last. Because let's be honest, is if we keep on abusing our body with poor nutrition and poor lifestyle choices, then eventually we are shortening our lifespan. Yeah, and we're going backwards. Many years ago, when medicine wasn't advanced enough, people were dying for things like flu, they were dying for fever, and stuff that these days we can fix. Now we're going back to that point where we're going to be dying of chronic illnesses that are totally unnecessary, that can be fixed, right now. Yeah, just making right choices. And by the choices we make, we also determine how long our children are going to live. Yeah, so that is even more important, So if you don't want to do it for yourself, for your health, just think what you're doing for your children. What are you cooking for your children? What kind of lifestyle are your children having? Do they spend the whole day in front of the television? Do they spend the whole day on the iPad or on the game console? Yeah, are they moving? Do they understand, the importance of not just being active, but also using the brain? Yeah, the amount of time I see young kids being given mobile phone and iPad to play with, as opposed to giving the old toys where you used to teach them how, to build things with toys, teach them how to, especially the very, very young ones, that, you had the old toys where you had the shapes, you had to fit the shape in the right hole. Yeah, nobody does that anymore. That is basic learning for a child. Yeah, and we don't do what we do. We give them a mobile phone, play that, keep them busy. It's all going in the wrong direction. Yeah, my point here is that I can use everything I know, my experience, personal experience, my knowledge, my qualifications, everything I learned in the last 20 years, both from personal experience and from studying, yeah, to help people who are struggling. They've been let down by the medical system. They don't know, they've been given different information for different people. They know what to do, and they are struggling to get back to health. They want to get back to health. They're ready to get back to health, but they don't know where to start. And they might not have the funds to be able to employ somebody like myself to help them. Yeah, so this is what my Transform Your Health campaign is for. Every month I take on one person. During that month, you get, first of all, we do a consultation, which can be on the phone, or it can be a Skype if you want to, whichever method you prefer, WhatsApp, whatever you like. We're going to go through what you've been through, yeah, what your medical conditions are. We're going to go through what your lifestyle is like, and then I'll provide you with workout plans and nutrition plans to get your health back on track. Yeah, and you get a whole month of support from me. So you can get access to me, ask me any question throughout the month. My whole aim is that by the end of the month you will have all the tools that you need to carry on by yourself. Yeah, so that's why I do one person a month. There's no point in me taking 5, 6, 7, 10 people a month. I would not be able to give you time that you need. I'd rather do it properly, do it for one person. Every month is somebody new. So if you know somebody who suffers from diabetes, underactive thyroid, or any type of autoimmune disorder, I don't care how old or how young you are, yeah, and you are ready to make a change. Yeah, you're ready to claim your health back and make the change, because this is not going to be an easy ride. Yeah, It's everything you've done so far has got you to where you are now, which is ill. Yeah, so we need to make changes, dietary changes. We need to make lifestyle changes to get you back to health. So you have to want it, because if you're not ready for that and you think it's going to be a quick fix, it will not work. Yeah. Because I've only got one slot a month, I really want to make sure that, you know, the person that I help is somebody who's ready, you know, and they want the help and they want to improve their life. You know, I can help you, you know, get where you want to be, give you all the tools that you're going to need so then you can carry on for yourself. And if you don't suffer from autoimmune, diabetes, or underactive thyroid, but you know somebody who does and they need help, you can nominate them. Yeah. How do you nominate? I've put at the top of this video my email address, so you got different choices. You can either comment under this video and say yes, I want to nominate myself or somebody else, or you can email me, and then obviously you need to provide contact details. Yeah, so as I say, I can only take one person a month, so you know, it's basically, you know, first come first served. Yeah, so but I do this every month, so if you don't get in this month, you can get in next month. Yeah, so it's not the end of the world. I would say if you are gonna put your personal contact information, and you're not comfortable posting on social media, which I totally understand, yeah, send me an email. So you got my email address at the top of this post. Just send me an email saying, you know, mark it under subject Transform Your Health campaign, which is what I'm doing here, one person 1 month, every month, and then I will contact you, and if I haven't contacted you guys, please, you know, understand that they get lots of people asking for help. If I haven't contacted you, you know, within the next few days, that means somebody else has come on board, but then next month I'm going to do the same. Yeah, so that's what it is. If you can't wait till next month, you can contact me. I've got online programs I can do, I can offer you, and to help you, which is again the same. You get online nutrition as well as workout plans, yeah, based on with consultation, everything. But this is my you know, my chance to give back to you. So every month, one person gets a full month of support for free with programs, nutrition and exercise program tailored to their specific circumstances, to the medical condition they have, because everybody's different, and to their lifestyle, to make sure they've got all the tools and the knowledge they need to be able to then carry on by themselves, you know, and start affecting not just their life but the life of a family as well. Because let's be honest, if your health is screwed up, chances are you know, your family health is probably screwed up as well, because we will tend to eat similar things in the family. Yeah. So submit your nominations, either yourself, whoever you know. If you know somebody who needs help, autoimmune, diabetes or thyroid, please share this video with them, ask them to nominate themselves, and I'll be starting the new program on the 2nd of January. So I will contact the person who gets nominated, the first person that I get through, obviously. I will contact the person probably by the 1st of January, because we're looking at starting the program on from the 2nd of January. So arranging consultation and discussing what the personal requirements are, and then next month again the same. At the end of the month, next month, the end of January, I'll do another post inviting another person to come on board and to help you, and hopefully one by one, we'll 1 month, one person every month, one by one, or if we start spreading the news, helping people, get control of their health, manage their health, and then those people I've helped, they'll be able then to help other people, so with the information I give you, the tools I give you, you'll be able then to help your family members, your loved ones, and then start making a bigger difference. But remember one thing: you cannot help people who don't want to be helped. Yeah, so the brain works in two ways. It seeks pleasure and it avoids pain. So As long as you see food as pleasure, you will not deal with the pain. Yeah, when the pain of the disease becomes higher than the pleasure of the food, that's when you're going to be ready to make a change. So if you're not there yet, fine, wait until you get there. My advice is, it should be about prevention rather than cure. Yeah, so, but if you're not ready, your mindset is not right, and do not do it because it's New Year. Please, please, please. New Year resolutions is the biggest con in the world. As a personal trainer with 10 years of experience, I see this every single year. People start the 1st of January, assault in the gym. Everybody going to do this, I'm going to do that. Or people go to a Slimming World or Weight Watcher, I'm going to achieve this, I'm going to achieve that. Within 2 months at the most, they're going back to the habits. Yeah, so it doesn't work. If you do it because it's New Year, it will not work. If you do it because you are ready, it will work. It makes no difference if it's New Year. It makes no difference if it's summertime. If you really want it, you will start now. You're not going to wait until Monday, or you're not going to wait till New Year. You were ready to do it now. And if you're one of those people who are prepared to do something for a couple of months, and then we've got Easter coming, then all you want to do, enjoy yourself over Easter, then holidays coming, you want to enjoy yourself over the holiday. So it doesn't work the way. Yeah, if you've got diabetes, autoimmune, it is lifestyle changes you're talking about. Yeah, and even just to be healthy, it's lifestyle changes. You cannot put yourself under strict routines for 2 months and then blow it all to the wind, for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then go back to control, for another 2 months. You do that, that's yo-yo dieting. Yeah, all you're achieving there is to cause damage to metabolism and to reactivate your immune system, autoimmune response every single time. Yeah, causing more and more and more damage. Yeah, so it doesn't work the way. If you are ready to make a change, you're ready to make a change now. Not because it's New Year, not because it's summertime holiday, you want to lose weight. Yeah, so make a change now. And as I said, this Transform Your Life campaign, I give my time for free to people. I do that because I care, because I've been there myself. Yeah, I've helped many clients with diabetes, but also with the autoimmune side of things. I've been there myself. I know what it feels like. I know the frustration. I know the feeling that, you're by yourself, nobody's helping you. And we need to stop this nonsense. Yeah, we know the guidelines are wrong. The guidelines, food guidelines in the UK, like in many other countries, are wrong. That's what this produced. For the last 20 years, we have tripled the amount of diabetes in the UK following those guidelines. So it's time now to, let people know and understand what you need to do if you're ready to get your health back. And that's what I'm here for. So send your nominations in. Yeah, as I said, it has to be somebody who suffers from either diabetes, type 1 or 2, underactive thyroid, or any type of autoimmune disorder. Doesn't matter which one it is, any type. Yeah, anyone who suffers from that, or yourself suffer from that, nominate yourself. Either put a message down at the bottom here on Facebook, or send me an email at the email address I put at the top of the post, and saying mark it for Transform Your Health campaign, and then put your details there, and I will contact you and let's start making a change for you. Once every month, one person will get help from me for free. Let's start changing one person at a time. Okay, so I want to wish you all Happy New Year. Yeah, it's not yet. It's Tuesday, I know, but I get it in there now. So let's make 2019 a different year. Yeah, let's start looking at, yourself. Prioritize yourself. Prioritize your health. you know, and stop listening to your next door neighbors for advice on nutrition. Stop listening to family members who haven't got a clue. It's time to listen to people who know what they're talking about. It's time to get the help that you need. Yeah, and it's time to commit, you know, to be healthy as well, because as I said, it's got to be both ways. I'll give you my time, I'll give you my help for free. I need your commitment in return. Yeah, because there's lots of people out there who want to be helped. So do not take this spot just because you wanna try something, but you're not really interested or committed to actually change your life, because that's going to be really unfair to other people. Yeah. Have a great weekend and happy new year to everyone, guys. And I hope 2019 is everything that you want it to be and is the healthiest possible year for you all. Bye, everyone.